the Boston Celtics are on the verge of sweeping Luka Doncic, that fat ass.
Yeah.
Jake, what did you say when you sat down this morning you walk into the studio?
I said fat ass Luka Doncic let his team down. That's
so
exactly what I said.
I appreciate your owning up to fat shaming Luka Doncic.
My name is Luka.
Luka Doncic, is Luka Doncic truly individually here letting down the Dallas Mavericks? I don't know how you see it any other way. Even if you're the most ardent supporter of Luka Doncic, certainly the defense is an issue. The volume shooting, we're back to bricklaying Luka Doncic from 3. I believe it was 1 of 7 last night. And it's this obsessive bitching and whining at the officials that I think is really hurting the Dallas Mavericks now. You are watching the officials, and they're human beings, but I think we all know NBA officials are punitive at best. You watch Luka Doncic complain, whine, argue with every single call. The foul he fouled out on last night, this block charge, I don't think it was that close. I thought it was a block the entire way. And he's laying on the floor and being dramatic about it. Like, you're hurting your team. And Luka Doncic, I think his defense in this series has been abysmal. Not okay, not average, not bad, abysmal. I think it's been embarrassingly bad. And Jake, I just don't know at this point if there's any other way to spin this than to say, I think Luka Doncic is hurting the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, we've always known Luka to be, the volume shooter, no defense guy, right? I mean, that's always been that's his trademark. Love him or hate him, that's what he is. And I think, there are a lot of guys in the league who sort of have this style where they do one thing really good and they try to excel at that every night. And it's just a matter of how much making up they can do in that strong part of their game for the bad part of their game. And I think, Luka, last night, I think went over the edge when he started trying to bait Al Horford on the 3-point line into fouling him. And he started to try to get the whistle and, what they call in the NHL simulate, right? Or like you try to fall over and say that, Al fouled you when very clearly he didn't. When Jaylen Brown fouled you when very clearly he didn't. And I think that's the issue, because ultimately, then what happens? Well, you miss the shot because it's a 3, it's a long rebound. Boston gets in transition, and now they've got wide open threes for either their snipers or they've got a wide open lane because you're still sitting on the ground, not running back in transition defense. So they get high percentage looks. And unfortunately, for Luka and Dallas, Boston's going to make you pay for that. So I don't even know that it's been that Boston has been just so superior defensively. Have they been good? Yes, they've been very good. They've been exactly who they've been all year. Rotations are good. Individual defense has been very good. I think they're living up to exactly, what they've been most of the year. We know them for really solid defense. But I think that what Luka tried to do last night was a clear sign that he realizes they weren't going to win this series. And so what did you decide to do? You decided at home to try to go get the whistle, to try to stop the clock, to try to get to the line and score and try to keep your team in it. And that's the wrong way to go about it. And I don't know when Luka's going to learn this lesson. At some point, you have to become a driving kick player and incorporate your teammates. And he did that at a really high level in the Timberwolves series. And yet here we are in the NBA Finals against a better defensive team than you faced in Minnesota, and you refuse to do it. Yeah. I don't get it. Yeah. Like, what are you looking at?
I think Derek White has been
sensational.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I think Jaylen Brown's probably the MVP of this series, but I think it is. I guess the question here is Dallas on par with Boston? Probably not. If Luka's playing his best ball, can Dallas win this series? Yes. Yes, they can. Because Luka Doncic is that talented. Luka Doncic is that good. But I think what we're seeing here is a situation where Luka can't control his emotions. And I don't know if he is compensating by going home and, slurping glizzies all night long. And that's why he's got that fat ass. Anyway, my point is, I don't know if it truly is that he can't control his emotions. We saw a frustrated guy.
Mhm.
We saw a guy that wanted to play the victim card. We saw Rudy Gobert in Luka Doncic's body last night. And I think if those of us in Salt Lake City that watch the Jazz learned anything, when you bitch and moan obsessively at the officials, it drives a wedge between you and your teammates.
Yep.
And I think one of the conversations that's real, and I think you're looking at it on Twitter, some in our comments section this week, who's the more important player in Dallas right now? Is it Kyrie Irving or is it Luka Doncic? I don't think there's any question. Kyrie Irving, America's favorite anti-Semite, is playing incredible basketball depending on the night. Last night, fantastic. Back at home, fantastic. The Garden owns Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
But right now, I think Kyrie Irving has to be his very best or they don't have any chance to even compete.
Oh, and I think, it's also, I think, incumbent on Kyrie Irving to be the voice in the room that says, hey, like, you got to be better, dude. Like you have to change the way you're playing the game a little bit here, because ultimately in this, if I'm Kyrie Irving, and look, I understand Kyrie is, hey, he's newer in that locker room, but he's a leader on that team. They've been playing together all year. Like, there's no question what Kyrie is doing for that team.
Sure,
and Kyrie already has a championship.
Yep.
And so if I'm Kyrie, obviously I kind of see the writing on the wall. It's hard not to, but I my messaging would be, hey, like, yeah, we're down 3-0, but if we're gonna lose this series and not win the NBA Finals, we're gonna give them hell doing it. And the way we do that is we drive and we kick. And I'm telling you, the way you beat great defensive teams is you force them to make decisions they don't want to make, which is, hey, it's what Boston's doing to the Mavericks on the offensive end. Al Horford is making a living with his lawn chair in the corner at this point. Like, you're literally seeing a guy who is constantly wide open in the corner. And it's been Al Horford, it's been Derek White, Jaylen Brown's been open in the corner
but
multiple
aren't you
times.
surprised by that they and Luka is guilty of this. Luka and PJ Washington are the two worst offenders of this. Aren't you surprised that the Dallas Mavericks are not closer to their man in the corner?
Just why is that though? See, this is the problem for Dallas.
Yeah.
They're not closer to the guy in the corner because they know that Boston is getting into the paint and they're getting to the restricted area at a very high rate.
Yeah.
So it puts you in a precarious situation. And frankly, it puts Jason Kidd as their coach in a precarious situation, because what are you supposed to tell the help defender? Hey, if they get into the restricted area, you gotta stay, you gotta stay in the paint and help. Or are you telling them to stay home in the corner? It's
an impossible question to answer.
And so if you're Jason Kidd, are you not saying, hey, like force them to kick? Like, we will take our chances with them shooting threes and hope for the best. Because I don't know what else you do. That's the problem. I don't know where you go. What else are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I think it really is. I think it's really tough now if you're Dallas. I look at some of the performances. Obviously 35 and 27 from Kyrie and Luka. That's not enough from Luka. I mean, you look at, the funny thing is, if you look at these two teams, you're very clearly seeing two guys is enough to win an NBA championship.
Right.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, 30 and 31 each. They account for 61 points. You get 16 out of Derek White. Okay, well, you get 35 and 27 out of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, right? And what is that? That's 62 points. So you're getting from two players, you're getting 13 from PJ Washington, and Derek Lively gives you a really nice 11 off the bench. You're getting the same production balance in Boston and in Dallas. What's the difference? Well, the difference is you're a dominant defensive team, and your two best players in Boston are arguably your your two of your better defensive players, and Jaylen Brown now and Derek White are emerging as two of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA.
Yeah, and what that does is it makes it so Boston has elite perimeter defense, and it makes it so that, and we haven't even gotten to Drew Holiday yet, and that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
everyone made a big deal about this Porzingis ankle thing, but what did Boston show you last night? Because to start the game, Tatum was playing Gafford on defense, and I loved it. I thought, hey, that's the right adjustment. That's the right place to go. You got to call on your boys to do more when you need them to do more, and that's exactly what Tatum did last night. Tatum may not win the MVP in this series. I would agree with you. It's probably Jaylen Brown.
How is it not?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. But I do think Tatum deserves a hell of a lot of credit for his defensive effort in this series. I mean, you're talking about someone who is finally, in my opinion, understanding his ability defensively with the frame he has. I think he's listed at 6'9", 6'10", somewhere in there.
Why don't we have a look, Jake?
Like, the guy is able to play 1 through 5.
6'8", 210.
So 6'8", 210. How much does Gafford weigh? Will you look?
Gafford weighs 461 pounds.
Gafford's got to be 240 at least.
234, 6'10", 234.
So you're talking about 2 inches shorter.
Gafford's a significantly bigger frame.
Right, yeah. And
he's just built bigger.
Oh, boy.
Tiger almost broke a club in half.
Tiger Woods has yeah, that's not good.
Shiitake mushrooms.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Anyway, my point just is that Luka Doncic is a disappointment in these NBA finals, not because of his scoring, but because of his inability to recognize what it takes to win. And that's hard.
Yeah, and I continue to say, and I will continue to say, Luka Doncic is not a championship caliber player. And until he stops bitching and whining at the officials, and the funny thing is, for the first 2 games of the series, I thought we had very little whining and complaining and, let me twirl my finger to get a replay.
But why is that? Because they were still in the series at that point. And what happened last night? As soon as he realized, hey, yeah, you know what? We're down, I think it was 21 at one point, 19 at one point. That's when you saw him start to try and go and bait the officials.
But clearly the game was not over.
And that's the hard part. And then even worse, admittedly, even worse, is you fouled out and your team still climbed back in it.
And it's what you were texting me, that this is who Boston is. They are prone to they are vulnerable. Boston is vulnerable. Dallas doesn't have the leader to win this series and to win games.
Yes.
And Dallas doesn't have a guy in Luka Doncic who's mature enough or emotionally level enough to say, hey, okay, we're down 17 here. The game's not over. Kyrie Irving, who's won a championship and been in this situation before, fighting, battling, grinding. Luka Doncic, that block was clearly a block.
Yeah.
Whether any way you want to spin, the official ultimately ruled he did not give Jaylen enough time to avoid him, and that he was not in a legal guarding position.
Which he wasn't.
Which means he didn't win the race to the spot. That's essentially, there's a lot of different interpretations of a block charge. They ruled that he wasn't set in position and he didn't give Jaylen Brown enough time to avoid the contact, which you have to do. I didn't even think it was close. I don't know why they reviewed it. You never had a chance to win that review.
Well, they reviewed it because it's Luka.
Yeah.
That's why. And I think that, again, it's so funny that, Luka's night last night ultimately ends on a defensive play, right? You're trying to draw. And again, this goes right back into what we're saying, though, about him controlling his emotions. Think about what he tried to do there. You're at the 3-point line on a transition play, trying to draw a charge on Jaylen Brown, who is much quicker than you. With 5 fouls. That doesn't make sense. You might as well, reach a little bit, but don't foul them. And what happens. This is what I always say, dude. When we talk about guys who are all-time greats, Bron, Kobe, for all the Dallas fans, Dirk, when you think about those guys, and then you watch Luka or you watch modern day star, right? Appreciate what those guys did, because I can't remember Dirk fouling out of an NBA Finals game. In fact, I remember Dirk doing exactly what I would have expected Luka to do in this series, which was lead his team against all odds to win a championship, because that's what Dirk did. I'm telling you, Dirk's finals win, that's one of the best finals wins we've ever seen,
I hate
dude.
that.
It was
JJ
terrible.
Barea.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, I hated the Mavericks in that series, but I respected the hell out of Dirk because it was it was Bron and Wade and Bosh, and like they had no business winning that series, yet here we are. So that's why when I'm watching this game last night, I'm like, man, like Luka has to. It's harsh to say that Luka's got to like grow up, right? I mean, that feels petty, but
it does.
But I that's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, at some point, can you not see what you need to do here? Can you not see that it's not always about you scoring? Like, yeah, you need to have a 30-point night pretty much every night, but you're going to have that. This is to win a series like this against a Celtics team that's built this way. You have to get the defense to draw into the paint and then kick. That's what you have to do.
100%.
You have the shooting on your roster to get that done, yet you refuse to do that. So why are we surprised that you're fouling out of a game and bitching at the officials? Because you're not mentally prepared to win this series.
Yep, I agree. The Monty Show today is presented by our friends at Bucked Up Energy. Look in the description below. You'll see some pictures of Bucked Up pre-workouts. You know it's the best pre-workout in the business. We've talked about it for years at this point on the show. All of their pre-workouts are linked below here on our YouTube channel. You get great pricing because it's Bucked Up. They want to make sure that you have the best products, and I'm telling you, they are the best. I love that you can trust what's on the label at Bucked Up, and you look at their products, whether it is for the ladies, the Babe line is fantastic. If you and your girl are workout people and you go to the gym together, hook it up. In the links below. Oh boy, that ball's going to roll right off the green.
Okay. Sunjay M just hit an iron shot.
Within 5 feet of the hole.
Pin high, 5 feet of the hole, rolls off the green into the bunker.
Brutal.
That is the epitome of what you're watching.
Sounds like he needs to get bucked up, Jake.
Yes, it
does. See what
he did there. See, he brought it back to the read. Nice
Bucked
job,
up
dude.
pre-workout, the best in the business. It performs. You're going to burn more calories. And like I said, if you and your girl work out together, make sure you get her the Babe pre-workout. It is fantastic. But whether you need a lot of caffeine, high stimulation, no stimulation, low stimulation, they have a pre-workout for you right here on our YouTube channel. A full selection thanks to our friends at Bucked Up. You can always find Bucked Up online at buckedup.com or at your nearest local Walmart store. Bucked Up, the official energy provider of the Monty Show. In the tray below, you'll see it right there. Make sure you hell, it's even a great Father's Day gift. Did you get me a gift for Father's Day, by the way?
My gift is my presents.
My gift is this D.
Okay, no, that's nope. That's yeah.
Okay, that's enough. Stop, please.
Probably too much. All right, let's get your comments in here. Who's first in? Mike Smith, hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button. It was pointed out to me yesterday that I'm a terrible YouTuber because I never say hit the like button. You're right. I don't. I should. If you're watching on X, make sure you come on over to YouTube. Hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Hitting the like button actually really helps the channel grow. It helps push out the content to other people. It tells YouTube you like the video and others will like it as well. So please give us a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Mike Smith, always good to see you.
Okay, Tiger's putting for par here on number 2.
LT Gray.
Come on, buddy.
Get in the hole.
Come on, buddy.
Get in the hole.
Come on,
Let's
buddy.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Attaboy. Stays at 1 under, baby.
Tiger is 1 under through 3. McAllister is 2 under with the lead, but Tiger just 1 shot back. Big names at the top of the leaderboard right now with Woods, Cantlay, Finau, Kuchar, all 1 under. Tiger is he's playing good golf. The what's called the up and down game is critical at Pinehurst number 2, and you'll see that this course, and the name of the course, by the way, is Pinehurst number 2. I don't keep saying number 2 as in like the second hole. The course is Pinehurst number 2. It is a really difficult course. The U.S. Open is underway on USA. It is I'm obsessed with it. I think you guys know I love the game of golf.
Yeah.
All of our U.S. Open coverage is presented by our friends up at Canyons Golf in Park City, the official golf club of the Monty Show. Good to see Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Good to see Tiger Woods. Hit the like button or you will have to decide between getting electrocuted by a boat battery or a shark getting you.
Okay. All right.
Gary Sudid. Dib says, good morning, all. There should be a best of video on your break.
Dude.
On my break.
Yeah. Well,
the vacation coming up. Yeah. Best Monty rants, best 2-hole truths. Hit the like button. Exactly. Gary. UW fan Jim Romadunze. Hello. Dibs. I'm sure if you buy Tanner a cougar tail, he'll do it for free. Tanner Plummer seems to have every video archive that you would ever want.
Yeah, he's got a whole list of them, bro.
Yeah. Mike Smith, Thursday is the Monty Show's Friday.
You're damn right it is.
Friday's show, Pinch Me, I Must Be Dreaming.
See, why do you promise? Okay, see, now, okay, off to our left, over that way in Montyland, we have a bunch of electronics over here, and sometimes they'll just randomly turn on. It's the strangest thing.
Rando. Telling you that this new studio setup has been great.
Yeah.
I really like the space we're in. The sound is we don't have an echo chamber anymore.
And it's not like 100 degrees.
We can control the climate in here.
We
really upgraded the lighting. We spent a lot of money on this studio setup. And apparently it's comfortable because the Monty Show ghost is back.
Yeah.
Because stuff just turns on and it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to talk about this theory later in the show that aliens live amongst us. The Monty ghost is real. Caleb Aylmore, hello. Welcome to the nightmare. Happy Thursday.
You mean Friday?
I thought we were doing a show tomorrow. You're so lazy. Are we doing a show tomorrow?
Yes.
Stay hard.
Yes.
Mike Smith, welcome to the nightmare. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to feel you belong.
Oh, do we have a new member?
No.
Oh.
Not actually. Jake is actually going to work tomorrow. No freaking way. I know.
It's truly incredible. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. But sometimes things have to be done.
Oak State James is still talking about Okie Light State.
How did we get on this today?
I have no idea.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. James also says, honest question. How is a block call when the offensive player initiated the contact? It has nothing to do with who initiates contact.
Yeah.
There's a lot of misinformation about block charge. It really comes down to who established position first.
Oh, boy.
Wow, Justin Thomas. Not good. Although he's a great bunker. Justin Thomas just went from the weeds to a bunker. But he's an excellent bunker player.
Yeah.
Block charge is 100% about establishing position. And in the paint, it's a matter of where that position is. You can't be too close to the basket. It is not about who initiated contact. It has nothing to do with that. Contact very rarely is what determines foul or not foul. It is how you contact the player. It is where that player is. It is the fingers, which are attached to a ball. Well, that means you hit him on the ball because the fingers on the hand, like the meaty part of the hand, generally is a foul. If you hit the fingers, that's generally not, because fingers are part of the ball. Yeah. Like there's the little nuances of officiating. I think you have to understand that. But that's just me. How about Boston is just a better team? I think they are slightly better, but Luka Doncic is killing the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks are not this bad. The Mavericks are not down 3-0 bad.
Dakota? Why? It's almost like you turned on. It's almost like
Victor's the way.
You turned on the Victor signal,
dude. Why are we turning on the Victor dar? Like, what are we doing here, dude?
The Victor dar.
Like, why would we? Why you're poking the bear, dude?
Big Daddy Magic, the
Big Daddy
one with the big gun with the sweet tongue.
Big Daddy Magic claims that women are sending him nudes because we talk about him on the show.
This is your beloved.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Big Daddy Magic.
Miami players made fun of Dirk in that series, and he came out with a mission and shut them up. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And
Notice he wasn't bitching at the officials constantly.
JJ Barea was amazing.
Yeah.
If any casuals don't know, Bucked Up has great products across the board. Appreciate that.
Pick them up right below.
Yeah, they're right below. The pre-workouts are my wife, as you guys know, my beloved, my significantly better other.
This is your beloved.
Exactly. Mrs. Monty actually races. She does like mini sprint triathlons and bike races, and she uses all of their pre-workouts. She uses all of their hydration products. Like Bucked Up just makes better products. That's really what it comes down to. They're the sponsor of the show today, so make sure you get their products down in the tray below. I just discovered my favorite gas station as Bucked Up. Yay!
Yay!
Exactly right. Jake is pulling a Tyrion Lannister. I am the gift.
Yeah, you're damn right. That's right.
Go to QT, get Bucked Up in a roller dog.
Okay. No, we're
just couldn't leave the roller dog
later.
alone. The ghost of Gumby, Tiger is back. Exactly. Much like Texas isn't.
But in all seriousness, with Tiger, 2 seconds on that.
1, 2.
All he's got to be is in contention. That's it. Just
play the weekend.
Yeah, just play the weekend. That's all you got to do.
And don't be 87 shots back.
Yeah, like it's not like you're good, man.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. I mean, he is, he's playing with Matt Fitzpatrick and Will Zalatoris today, and he's driving the ball exceptionally well. Now, I have him on Prize Picks today. We 2 O's and dumbass.
Thank you.
I have him on Prize Picks today, America's largest daily fantasy provider, Prize Picks, who's got, I'm telling you, it's exploding. If you guys are not on Prize Picks, you're missing out. It is so much fun. And it's affordable. It is, in my opinion, very different than your standard fantasy game because you simply make a choice at Prize Picks, more or less. Today, I have Tiger Woods, 2 birdies, more or less. And in golf on Prize Picks, it's in the PGA tab. Oh, hang on there, Matt Fitzpatrick.
Nope. We'll see you later.
Man, the greens are just concrete. And he's going to, he got a huge break. Matt Fitzpatrick's ball is rolling off the green into the rough, and it landed in a sprinkler head, so it stopped. What a break. But I love Prize Picks because it's very simply more or less. Today, it is birdies for Tiger Woods, 2, more or less. I went more, and he's already got 1. So I just need him to cash 2 more.
And this is his 3rd hole.
Man.
Oh, my God.
Will Zalatoris just overhit the green by 15 yards. And now he's going to be on an upslope. Oh, my God.
Trying to take out the 7-iron.
Dude, that's brutal. I've got Minwoo Lee, 2.5 birdies or better. I'm on more. And I've got Bryson DeChambeau, you prick, at 3 birdies or more. I went more. So it's a very simple equation. I tell you all the time, I win on Prize Picks. And I was on Luka, you prick, last night.
Yeah.
And I think Luka's number was 52.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I wanted to go more. And I am so glad I did not, because he finished with 39 and fouled out.
Tiger over the back of the green.
I mean, I'm telling you, Pinehurst is
so difficult, dude.
Pinehurst is a ball breaker. No, I would have won with Kyrie Irving because Kyrie was 41.5. And he finished, I would have lost. He finished with 40. Oh, I would have lost on Kyrie Irving last night. Oof. So that's the beauty of Prize Picks. You can play for $5. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Monty. They will match your deposit 100% up to $100 at prizepicks.com. Putting money back into the show. Good job, Monty. Just think of the amount of money you could put back into the show if J2H did not waste so much money on the roller life.
Yeah, we're not making any changes.
Listen, some of us like ranch dressing, ketchup, mustard. Jake likes fecal matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's what you get when you eat off. That's your condiment when you eat off of a roller, right? At a gas station.
It's not.
I mean, you're the expert. I don't know. I'm surmising.
Right.
You're the expert.
Right.
I'm just asking for a friend. My favorite gas station is Sefco. Okay. Okay. Bucky's is bucked up. Yes, you can get bucked up at Bucky's. Absolutely. Mike Smith, Tiger is back for part of today. Why, Mike? Why? Let me have my one day of Tiger.
How about that?
Tiger fandom. Mike also says J2H Father's Day gift is to work on Friday. The sacrifice this young man makes is legendary.
You know, like I appreciate the recognition, dude. I mean, it's not easy, and you know, if it was easy, everyone would do it, but they don't, and that's why I have to.
You're actually, I actually, what have I told you to get me for Father's Day?
You said that if I got you something, you would slap me over the head.
Jake is moving into a new domicile where he will commit sin after sin, night after night.
Sinners.
You know, because he doesn't understand that when two people love each other, there's copious amounts of body fluid. You know, you're going to cohabitate now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest.
We've been cohabitating.
Should you live with somebody before you?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Have you learned things about your significant other?
Yeah.
By living together?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Are they all good?
No.
Oh, she's amazing.
They're not all
everything
good.
She does.
Everybody has
everything
things.
She does.
Yeah, everybody has things.
Everything she does is magic.
I will say that
it's a song.
You know that it's challenging for two people to live in a one bedroom. I'll say that. It's very small, but we're changing that, and I'm excited about that.
It's very small. That's different than living in a one bed. Okay. That was a penis joke, and I apologize. Pinehurst number 2, is that like Mamba number 5? Do you know Mamba number 5? He has no idea what that
what is
is.
Mamba number 5?
It's a song.
Okay. I'm not like 80 years old, so I don't know that song.
Why always choose violence?
Okay, what's the over under? 1980? Mamba
It's
number
ridiculous.
5.
It's ridiculous. You don't know this reference.
What year did this come out?
99? 99, 2000? That's it right there on top. I don't know what year it was. 1999.
Bruh, I was 5.5 years old.
Who cares?
Dude, I care because there's no reason for me to know this song.
It's one of the biggest hits of the 90s.
Well,
okay. You're never, it's fine. It looked like Luka went to QT and got a taquito before the game last night. The ghost of Gumby says boo. Hey, boo. Sadu. Putting money back into the show. Yes, exactly. I read that one. Morning, sir. No, morning to you. Ed Enriquez. Jake on a Friday, brought to you by Bucky's Brisket Sandwiches in the Flyover Big 12
That's right.
conference.
That's right. See? That's a good read right
That's
there.
Right.
Nice job.
That's right. Is the show buffering for some others? Oh, no.
See?
Are you guys buffering?
It's not telling us we're having internet issues at all.
No, not at all.
It does say.
In fact, it says excellent connection.
Yeah.
That's not good. Well, I hope it's not.
Sorry, guys.
You're buffering. Yes, the bat signal for BDM in the Victor Express. I have been totally disappointed in the NBA and NHL finals. Yeah, I'm really bummed about the Edmonton Oilers.
So I don't
really
understand where the Oilers went. Like, obviously the Oilers are an offensive first team, right? Not a defensive juggernaut, of course. But at some point you have to, you have to, come back to the middle a little bit and play a bit better defense. And really the issue for the Oilers is that power play has disappeared. And I don't know. That's the one where I'm like, okay, are you just tired? Are you just out of gas?
I think the power play is fine. Bobrovsky for Florida has been amazing, the goaltender for Florida. And I just think Florida is on lock defensively. They are so good. You like the guy I'm most disappointed in is I need more, want more. One of my favorite players in the NHL is Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
And I feel like Connor McDavid is putting out for the Oilers. Shut up. I feel like Connor McDavid. I knew it as soon as I said it. Connor Connor McDavid is playing well,
Yeah.
and he's using his speed, and he's playing with fluidity. And I just feel like Leon Draisaitl has not gotten going in this series. And especially when they're on the ice together, he has to do things to, I don't want to say impact Connor McDavid. He just has to give more. And I think one of the things that's been so fascinating is the Bobrovsky Skinner comparison. And I don't think Skinner's been bad. He just hasn't been good enough.
Yeah.
It's a Stanley Cup final. You need to be elite, and they haven't been.
Let's go.
Tigray making putts,
Let's
baby.
go. I think
Is
that
that
was
a
another
bird?
par.
Ah,
That was
it's a
another par.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah, that's a par. I'll take it, dude.
All day, dude.
I will. Tiger Woods, 1 under, a shot back of McAllister. Tiger is through 4 now, tied with Cantlay, Finau, and Simpson at 1 under. I'm telling you, Tiger, if he just doesn't fuck it up, he will be in contention.
And that sounds silly, right? Like, hey.
Oh,
you're
Ricky Fowler with a bomb. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Rick. He's even. Ricky
Huge.
Fowler, who bogeyed number 2, just put a birdie up on number 3. He is even through 3. When
Yeah.
Ricky Fowler's playing well, I'm telling you.
A lot of big names on the leaderboard right now. Love to see it.
Love it. The THC vape pen at the Ghost Gumby. So is the bat signal for BDM a silhouette of a ketchup packet? Wow.
Ain't no reset.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That
Damn.
I said
That's
goddamn.
a great poll.
I said goddamn.
That is well done, bro.
You guys, you have to, I'm just saying. Do you run with her, Monty? Occasionally. I'm more of a golf guy.
Yeah.
I'm more of you know what I'm doing with my wife, and we're going to start doing this every Monday night. We're going to start swimming, because swimming is supposedly really good. It's one of the best total body workouts. And I've got to get the 2 things that I noticed because I haven't been lifting consistently for probably 2 months, and I miss it every single day. I miss it. The Calford, you got to watch with
Dude,
them emojis.
you got the emojis going, bro. I'm just
The
telling you.
night
it's
guy,
bad
morning
news.
studs at work, kicking butt and tapping nuts. Okay.
Tapping
Okay.
nuts. Okay.
The Ghost of Gumby says the Heinz vape pen. Nice use of emojis, Calford. I'm just telling you guys, if you use all emojis,
See, and look, Ghost of Gumby's using emojis too, bro. I'm telling you guys, don't do it.
you're courting violence. James Stadium Guru guy, Oak State, Mike Gundy, Mullet Comer. It's a nice title. Thank you for clearing up the block call. I can say Dallas has to lose. I'm glad it's Boston. I was a Boston fan as a kid. You and OG Gary. Monty about to become Pop Monty. Maybe.
Pop Monty.
Some people would have to lose their
Now,
virginity
listen,
for that to
listen,
happen.
When my future kid is on the golf course with you and they shank one, are you going to tell them that was a terrible swing, or are you going to just cheer them on?
I don't ever tell you that was a terrible swing. There are some, Jake is not. How do I put this?
Monty?
I putt pretty well.
Yeah.
One of the things I do very well is I putt.
Well, and ever since you got that wrist lock grip, that's helped
It's
a lot.
helped a lot.
Yeah.
But certain people on the show are not always good at putting. And there have been times where Jake will hit a putt that's just not close to the, you're trying to putt that ball in the hole.
God, that was just a terrible putt, bro. What are you doing?
And I do remember saying once, my God, that was a terrible putt. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Do not buy Jake a black light for Christmas.
No, you don't want to do that, dude. That's not a good idea. No, but I really am. Like, all jokes aside, I am excited about this new place.
What's that discoloration on the countertop, Jake?